Pertama-tamanya, saya mengucap terima kasih kepada saudara sekalian yang merupakan social media influencers yang boleh dikatakan mempunyai followers yang ramai. I believe. Sebab itulah saudara sekalian dijemput untuk hadir di majlis Mari Berjumpa ni sebagai satu usaha untuk kita terus menyambung, memberi peluang untuk saya re-engage with the social media community. Sebentar tadi kita tengok gambar-gambar One Malaysia Photo Contest. Dan saya nak ambil kesempatan untuk mengucapkan tahniah kepada semua pemenang, 8 pemenang One Malaysia Photo Contest. I must say, not only the pictures are of great quality, but the messaging that comes with the photos, the photographs, are excellent. It makes me feel very encouraged that the young generation that you represent, you are concerned about nation building. That's why when I took over as Prime Minister, I launched the concept of One Malaysia. Why One Malaysia? One Malaysia is about nation building. And you've got to remember two major elements of One Malaysia. One, it is a journey, it is a process, and the ultimate objective is to forge a strong, cohesive, and united Malaysia. A Malaysia that's able to rise above race, religion, culture, but a feeling that we are all, inside us, true Malaysians. That is the ultimate objective. And the other thing that you have to remember is that, you know, what's happened in Paris, what happened in Sydney, what happened when a pilot was burned to death, all those gory, barbaric acts, reminds us that we all must be committed to a way of life that is moderation, wasatiyah. And wasatiyah means balance, means following the middle path. Wasatiyah also means, you know, to go for excellence, by the way. I don't want to, you know, people to have this notion that being moderate means you're also a moderate achiever. No. You know, moderate means you have to go and achieve the very best. And so, when we have a society that doesn't have not only a sense of what is right, you know, the path of moderation, balance, but a society that believes in absolute total freedom. Say what you like, do what you like. You know, you can hurl insult at Prophet Muhammad. You can ridicule the Pope. You can make fun of the Hindus, etc., etc. When there is total freedom of that nature, then what happens? Then you will get a situation in which racial feelings the temperature will go up and up. And before you know it, there will be a racial clash. Because you cannot determine how people are going to react. I mean, when Charlie Hebdo made the cartoons of Prophet Muhammad, the reaction was wrong. It was an overreaction. But why don't you take the position that why should you make fun of Prophet Muhammad? Why should you make fun of the Pope? Why should you make fun of others? You can make fun of politicians, and that's being done all the time. But if you have a sense of mutual respect of the various faiths, then the society will be a peaceful one. And that is what I want you to feel, that social media is a very powerful tool because it spreads in real time. And it is much more pervasive than in a physical space, physical sense, because social media is something that will spread in real time, and before you know it, it becomes viral. So what I want you to know is that there must be a sense of responsibility. I mean, we've just been talking about it at our table, that there is no process of screening in this country. Whatever goes into the social media is not screened. So a lot of stuff in the social media can range from absolute truth to half-truth to total lies, can be just their own opinion, or it can be the absolute truth. But you've got to be able to be discerning. You must be able to think for yourself what's right and what is wrong. And that is the one that, if I could say, perhaps, because social media is relatively new in this country, we do not have a public, Malaysian public, that's very discerning. Although it's getting better, but I think we need the Malaysian to educate the Malaysian public to think, to analyze, to rationalize, and not just accept whatever is in the social media, and that's the absolute truth. So I'd like to remind our the Malaysian public, and all of us, that particularly when I look at the photographs just now, what a wonderful country Malaysia is. We are truly blessed. I have been to many countries, but there's nothing like home. There's nothing like Malaysia. You know, even when you talk about food, I can go to New York and have food at a posh restaurant. But if I go to a mama stall here, perhaps, or nasi lemak stall, the feeling of being full is different from being full eating a piece of steak, for example. It's very different, the level of satisfaction. So it's important for us to take care of Malaysia. And that's the other message I'd like to leave with you. This is where we were born. This is where we are raised. This is where we cari our rezeki. Not cari makan, but cari rezeki. Cari makan has got slightly different connotation, by the way. Cari rezeki. And this is where, eventually, when the time is up, this is where we will die and we will be buried here. So this is Malaysia. From Perlis to Sabah, that's Malaysia. And please look after Malaysia well. I am your leader, I'm your Prime Minister. And I am determined to make Malaysia even better and better in the years to come.
Yes. Yay.
But I need you to join me in this journey. And in a way, those photos encapsulates that journey. You know the faces of the young kids there? Just think what kind of Malaysia we want to leave for them. So if we work together, hand in hand, then we will leave for them a much stronger, united, and prosperous Malaysia. So I look forward to working with you, join hands with you, and as the language of the social media, to be engaged and connected with you. Thank you.